Yo, what's good? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. You watching EmceeTV The Podcast, coming at you live from EmceeTV Studios. That graphic was not supposed to be up. As always, with me, my bro.
This your boy, Bigg West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast. And they know.
What? What's happening? What's happening, bro? How you feeling this morning?
He feels great. You know what I'm saying? He feels great. It's NFL Sunday. Hello.
Nice. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, too. Been making major moves. Just got back from Kansas City last night. I was down there doing my thing yesterday, and I feel good about it. You know, it was a good trip. We burned down there and back very quickly. We had a lot of fun. Went down and caught the KC Current versus Washington Spirit game. My daughter and her homegirl were able to high five Trinity Rodman and get a jersey signed and a picture.
Okay, and just for clarification for squares like myself, what are these teams participating in? What sport is this?
That is the National Women's Soccer League.
Okay.
Yeah, at Patrick Mahomes and his wife's stadium, CPKC, which is a joint venture between them and Canadian Railways stadium that they built down there. And this, man, I had never been to this stadium before. The stadium's on another level, bro. Like, they were giving out what's those, Poppy, the new kind of healthy sodas and stuff, complimentary. We got sweaters when you showed up, like complimentary sweaters. Well, me and my son were walking around going, damn, they don't do none of this shit at the NBA games. We got
Too many people.
We got the rally towels, which those you do get at NBA games, but usually in the playoffs, though. You know what I mean? They want to see you twirl in the towel and whatnot. You don't get them in regular season. And
at the NBA game in the regular season, you remember we went to Detroit. They gave us bucket hats. They gave us all types of. We got towels too, I want to say.
Yeah. Detroit was a different one. I guess maybe just Target Center seemed a little different.
I feel like venues have like special nights, like, you know, like it'll be whiteout night or whatever type of night, and I feel like those happen through the regular season. Maybe not every game though, so I don't know.
And you know what? I'll agree with you. And yesterday may have been special because it was 9/13 day. Yesterday was September 13th.
Occasions and shit.
Yeah, and so it could have been 9/13 day. I mean, it could have been because it was 9/13 day that they were just being so generous. But it was big. It was very cool. It was fun. We were front row at the bottom, you know what I mean? Like, the girls were like, let's go. We're going to be we're going to be right there, all up in the mix. And it was dope. It was very cool. So,
yeah. And what did we eat in Kansas City?
You know, so we were on our way to Gates, and I was like, I'm going to take y'all to Gates. We're going to have some fun. And we blew past the Church's Chicken. I said, have you guys ever had Church's Chicken? Texas, out of Texas. And nobody in the car had ever had Church's Chicken. And so I bent the corner real quick. We flipped around and went back, and we got us a 12-piece, some biscuits, some mac and cheese. It was like concrete. It was fire, bro. There was this mac and cheese was so cheesy. Damn near broke the spork trying to get it out the thing.
Yes.
And then there was some mashed potatoes, and it came with its own. The chicken came with its own dry rub that you could add. And I was impressed by that. I was sprinkling dry rub all over. We got a 12-pack. There was 5 of us, and we got the mixed light and dark meat. And we couldn't finish
the world a better place, he said.
We couldn't finish it. There was a little kid out there parking cars, and my wife was like, you want to see if he wants this last piece of chicken? And I was like, I don't think he's gonna take it from me. He's gonna think it's weird. I said, if you want to go ask him, you can ask him. And so she gave it to him, and he was like, yeah, I'll take it. And then I thought he'd already eaten it, and he was just toting the box around. And I said, if you want, I'll throw the box away. We're getting ready to leave. And he was like, oh, I didn't get a chance to eat it yet. He was like, I'm still waiting. So, so it was fresh. It was hot. You know what I mean? Like, it was going in the trash. We might as well offer it to this kid. He looked like he just ate an edible anyway. So I'm sure he was going, damn, I smell that chicken they got.
Yeah, man. Churches is a good play. We used to have a churches in Des Moines, right here on the west side on 19th.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. The
So
more you know.
it's a historical place. I get it. I get that shit, and then they got them jalapeno peppers. Mm.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was fun, bro. It was a good move. And then on the way home, we snatched. I had to get gas, and I had to pick up a couple bottles of bourbon for the homie. It's his birthday coming up, and we snatched up a Casey's Pizza. So we did two locals. You know what I mean? Like two kind of
Gas
independent.
station pizza.
Casey's is where it's at. I'm sorry, Portnoy did not like it, but he's into that utility pizza. I like something with a little meat and a little cheese on it.
Gas station pizza.
I was impressed with it though. You know what I mean? Like it had just come off the baking rotisserator, whatever you want to call that joint. As we pulled up to get it, it wasn't even like sitting in the box. Like they literally took it out the oven, put it in the box, and then we set it on the hood of the car while I was gassing up and tried to smash it. And this motherfucker was so hot we had to stop. It was like, oh man, I burned the roof of my mouth. I'm gonna cool out for a minute.
Man, that's what's up, man. You had an eventful time.
It was cool. And
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the highlight of it was to get to see how excited the girls were that they got to meet Trinity Rodman from Washington Spirit. That was a big deal for them.
And who is Trinity Rodman for us square brains?
So to the National Women's Soccer League, she's an all-star. She's a phenomenal player. She's been getting courted by people in Europe, trying to get her to co-play over there in the European leagues and whatnot, and kick the ball over there. But she held it down and stayed with DC. But to the average person that knows nothing about soccer or women's soccer, she's Dennis Rodman's daughter.
Hello.
So that's a big deal. So it was a cool trip, man. It was worth it. I'm not real big on taking time off of work. I'm more of the dude that's like, I'm gonna pick up extra shifts versus get rid of them. But we bought these tickets like 6-9 months ago when I was caught up, feeling good. And my son gets to go to a lot of NBA games. I knew my daughter was going to be off at college. Her homegirl was at Iowa. My daughter's at UNI. I was like, this would be a fun deal. If everybody came back home, we went out, caught a game, and it's a cool way to celebrate. And sometimes you just got to go, you know what? My paper's going to be a little light because I'm going to miss this Saturday, but you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm going to go ahead and do it.
There you go. Shit, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Shit, last night I was fucking around with CP and Tremaine.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And Vince the Prince.
Okay.
I took my wife out there and shit for the fights and shit. They was out there in Pleasant Hill hanging out. So
that's what's up. I didn't see any of the fights. I just a few minutes ago saw the whatchamacallit, the results. So
yeah, Bud Crawford beat his ass. He won every round. He won 11 out of 12 rounds.
How did Netflix handle it? Did they do okay
great.
with streaming?
No
issues.
Okay. We didn't have any issues, and we was talking about that. He was like, "Damn, you remember when the Tyson fight was on there? It was fucked in the game, but." The NFL has came over to Netflix since the Tyson fight, and the NFL is like, look, motherfucker, you gonna sign contracts with us? That shit better not ever happen because we got millions watching every week. You know what I'm saying? So I bet you the NFL made them tighten their shit up, so now they shit's ready for the world. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, and they've done a couple of live comedy events along the way too, I think, to try and work out the kinks and whatnot. How wild is it that we're getting a little off topic here, but it does follow the stream of thought. How wild is it that now? I mean, if you remember when we were kids, even though we're a few years different, when we were kids, all the NFL games were free. It was ABC, NBC, CBS, whatever. You know what I mean? Same with basketball, all of that. And now,
yeah, they were free. But you had to be in that market to get the game was the difference.
Ure, yeah. But they were all at 5, 8, 13, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I could never watch I couldn't watch all the Cowboys games. They had to be, they had to be the game of the week type shit.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So the pros and cons to it.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people are upset talking about Man, it's tough. You got to have 14 streaming services to be able to watch the Cowboys or the Chiefs or whoever. You know what I mean? If you're not in that
Yeah,
region, you're like, damn, I can't watch. You know what I mean? For Thursday, I got to have Prime. For
yeah,
Christmas Day, I got to have
yeah.
Netflix, which
They're doing
everybody
that.
pretty much has
They're
Netflix.
doing that.
Yeah, and so which is smart for the NFL and ESPN, who I think originally kind of owned the rights to all that because,
Yeah, they're
um,
all in bed together. Shit,
I mean, they're
man.
making money off of it. They selling
Yeah,
these games for top dollar.
I don't like that. Hey, man. Eventually, there's not going to be free games on TV.
Right.
Like you growing up in Iowa, any given NFL Sunday at noon, you'll be able to catch a Bears game, a Chiefs game, a Vikings game, or a Packers game, or a Lions game. Any given Sunday, free games on there. But eventually, that's not even going to be the case. You're going to have Netflix to watch the free games
Well, Paramount, which is
or
CBS,
whatever. Yeah,
which is
whatever the fuck.
Skydance, because it's so Paramount and Skydance merged recently. So CBS is Paramount Skydance, and they're talking about buying Warner Brothers, I believe, next. And so it'll be Paramount Skydance, Warner Brothers, or maybe they'll just put them under the umbrella and it'll still just be Paramount Skydance. Either way, they're going to own another slice of the pie. But yeah, I mean, it could be these free games that you get on. I'm trying to think of what CBS is, 8 or 13 or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever CBS is here in Des Moines, those free games very well could be just streamed on Paramount Plus here very soon.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't like that.
Yeah,
But if when there's a will, there's a way. You
yeah.
feel
Well, and
me?
you can't. I mean, from the business standpoint, you can't really hate on them for going. We could recoup some of this investment. We got to pay to the NFL to buy these games. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I don't know if viewership will go down or people will go, damn it, I guess I got to buy this. This is what I
I
want.
mean, NFL already put out after week one, they already broke records for viewers numbers.
Oh, so it ain't going down.
So as long as we keep eating this shit up, bruh,
Uh,
they gonna just take it higher, make it cost more, make it more difficult to watch. You know what I'm sizzling?
So streaming was the answer to cable getting ridiculous and costing a fortune. Are we going to get to the same point with streaming where people are going to go, bro, I'm not paying $300 a month
Yes.
for cable?
Yeah. Right now, it's the new thing. It's still new. You still got people that don't even understand streaming.
Right.
They don't understand streaming outside of a Netflix app. You understand me? Like they don't know nothing about live TV streaming apps, the YouTube TV type of shits.
Yeah. Tubi.
So,
all
yeah,
that.
all that crazy, like all that shit that's old and regular to us. There's still a group of people that haven't even discovered these type of streaming apps yet. So this is still fairly new to the masses.
Yeah.
So it'll be a while.
It's interesting. I appreciate everybody joining us today. We was getting that out the way. We're going to talk hip hop, y'all. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're going
Hold
to talk
on,
hip
yeah.
hop.
Stay tuned, and we gotta say that Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Bud Crawford, beat the brakes off of motherfucking Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Omaha in the building, man. Mad love to Omaha. Shout out Nebraska. You know
Oh,
what I'm
I
saying?
didn't realize he's a Midwest dude.
Oh yeah, that's why it's so big for us Midwest babies. So that shit was dope. Hey, Buddy came out. His entrance, he came out, had a live mariachi band, a Mexican band playing and shit. It was like, oh, this motherfucker mean war, trying to antagonize him and shit.
You said Canelo did, or
No, Bud Crawford did.
oh, the dude that's not Hispanic brought a mariachi
Exactly.
band. Okay.
I feel like he probably had the lead Mexican, the number one Mexican singer in the world.
Oh
open
no.
for him.
Oh no.
And then on top of that, beat his ass all night.
Oh, that's terrible. I mean, I like it, but that's terrible.
And I think he broke the record. Man, I don't want to be on here lying, but I think he's the first guy to be the champion in all three weight classes or three different weight classes or some shit like that. 4 weight class, some shit.
That was a post I saw this morning. I think you are correct.
Okay, so hey, that's huge, man. That's huge, man. Shout out Crawford, man. Taking the gold back to Omaha. I know Omaha was turned last night, you know what I'm saying? And well deserved, man. Undefeated record.
Yeah, that's wild. I was jumping in the chat real quick here. If you're watching with us, jump in the chat, drop us something, let us know you're here. We'll shout you out on the podcast today. Ray, where you want to start? Where should we go, bro?
Man, I
We
think
got.
we got to talk about September 13th real quick.
Let's do it.
So 29 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop tragically lost one of the biggest rappers in the world. You dig?
Yeah.
On September 13th, 1996, hip hop lost the brightest star, Tupac Shakur, at just 25 years old. Tupac had already redefined West Coast rap, working alongside heavyweights like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Suge Knight. However, the rapper's legacy didn't just come from his talents, which he first honed as a student at the Baltimore School of Arts. The son of an activist, Tupac used poetry and music to spotlight the marginalization of African Americans. Sadly, his life was cut short following a bloody shootout on September 7th, 1996. 6 days later, Tupac was pronounced dead. Although Tupac's time on Earth ended too soon, his legacy continues to inspire the next generation of rappers, including Kendrick Lamar, Nas, and Eminem. His passing remains a heartbreaking tragedy, not only for hip hop, but for music as a whole. In the cutthroat world of the music industry, Tupac stayed true to his craft, using his art as a tool for purpose rather than chasing fleeting fame. He made this clear from his 1991 debut album, Tupacalypse Now. The record balanced political commentary like his critiques of systemic racism and police brutality in the song Trapped, with personal reflections of loyalty. If My Homie Calls, that would be the song name, If My Homie Calls. But Tupac's narrative power shone most vividly in Brenda's Got a Baby, classic, a chilling commentary on child sex abuse. How you feel about Tupac, Steve-O, and what type of impact did he have on you?
Bro, I was a Tupac fan from day one. I remember back in the day, nuisance when we went up to Billings, Montana, to the mall. That was back when they started enforcing that had to be 18 to buy a CD or whatever, a CD with a parental advisory on it. You know what I mean? And so the homie had to have my mom grab him strictly because they wouldn't
Yep,
sell it
yep,
to
yep,
him, and so she had to
yep.
go in and buy it. And it was Sam Goody or whoever it was back in the day. But yeah, man, I was a big Tupac. It's funny because my mom would not let me have it, but she bought it for him.
Absolutely.
Fucked
Right,
up.
right. What
Uh,
the fuck type of parenting is this? I thought you were an adult. No.
yeah, you know what I mean. Who's making the decisions around this some
Yeah,
bitch?
right.
Uh, nah, man, I was a Tupac fan. I remember as a kid riding around L.A. listening. You know what I mean, to Live and Die in L.A.
Man,
Um, you know what I mean, and like just soaking it up. You know what I mean. I always loved L.A. I still do. You
that's
know what I mean. I
crazy.
love SoCal, and so All Eyes on Me, the double disc. You know, what I mean, I had them all. I had them all, and
Crazy dope.
that was the soundtrack to my life as a kid. How you feeling, bro?
Man, there was definitely a time in my life where that was my goat. You know what I'm saying? My go-to, my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? And if if I, depending on the day, I mean, he probably still is my goat. You know what I'm saying? Overall, but I don't like to mention him in lists anymore. Because he's held at such a high regard. To me, it's like we already know who the dope rap, the number one nigga is. We don't need to mention Pac. Some might think that's disrespectful, but for me, that's just how high he is for me. Like, I don't need to explain what's already understood type shit. But
What
major impact. Go ahead, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, and it makes it difficult for an up and coming to ever achieve that level if he always gets to be number one and he's passed away, and
Yeah,
it's like I can't ever become number one. Like he gets to hold it forever. He's dead.
and it's no fun. It's no fun to do top five lists when you already know the top two are Pac and Big. Like, so you basically we were doing a top three list, but you're saying
Right.
we can't include top Pac and Big. That's what we're doing essentially.
Amen.
So that's why I stopped mentioning them. Like they're hip hop gods. We know it. For me anyway. And I don't mean that disrespectfully when I say I don't mention them. Like that's just for me. That's just a way to pay respect. Like we know where y'all at.
Big
But
facts.
Pac was very monumental, man. The whole Death Row. I was on Pac before Death Row, but when he came to Death Row, and I was a Death Row fan, all that, to see him hook up with Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound and Dr. Dre, like that was like some dream team shit, dog. Like
Amen.
that, whew, it was too good to be true. That's why it only lasted for 1 year. You feel me? Shit.
Yeah. It was a lot of motherfuckers trying to drive the boat. You know what I mean?
And they did so much in that little time. You would think that Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac, they were on together for years. Like they made that seem like a 5 year span in about a year and a half. Like that's insanity.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. We are kind of short on time. We only got about 7 minutes left. I know Ray got a hard out. I definitely wanted to talk about this one, yo.
Let's get it.
So the internet has been erupting lately with the possibility, and I got sucked into it too. You know what I mean? The possibility of the fact that there could be a Up in Smoke part two tour. The
Mm,
uh, the whole world's going crazy, hoping that it may. In the hip hop world, there's been a lot of speculation. Even in interviews, people have asked, "Is it a possibility? Is it going to happen?" This is some AI art I think somebody made. It says "Up in Smoke 2.0 tour." It's got Kendrick, it's got 50, it's got Dre, it's got Snoop, and it's got M on there. Uh, I don't know if it'll ever come to fruition, but the article from, and this actually, I'm not taking a jab at these guys by any means, but I'm not familiar with this company, but they were essentially trying to sell tickets to the event. But it says hip hop fans everywhere are talking about the possibility of an Up in a Smoke 2 tour. The legendary Up in Smoke tour first hit the stage in 2000 with Dr. Dre, Snoop, Ice Cube, Eminem, and 50 Cent, making it one of the most iconic hip hop tours of all time. Now, rumors of a potential Up in Smoke tour continuation are fueling excitement across the rap world. If the Up in Smoke 2 tour happens, fans are speculating the powerhouse lineup could include Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick, Ice Cube, and possibly 50 Cent. Could there literally be a concert with such an incredible lineup on this potential Up in Smoke tour? And so there's been Facebook posts, there's been Instagram posts, there's a Twitter page that's not even affiliated with this company where people are speculating and trying to kind of create a buzz behind it, which the internet loves something like that. But I think the hip hop fans, especially the ones from that nostalgic for that era, are excited about that. Ray, how do you feel? What do you think?
I believe, man. The buzz is beautiful. It sounds good, and it sounds logical based on everybody mentioned being active right now currently. But this is what makes me feel like it's not going to happen. Damn near all of these people just came off of their own independent tours or are going on their own independent tour. So you're just about to give them these same artists again? Like we just we just we just bought tickets for the Kendrick Lamar tour, right? Now suddenly you're about to put Kendrick Lamar with Ice Cube, who I just went and seen also this same year. And I'm about to buy tickets to go see them both again because they're paired together with Snoop Dogg and Dre.
I
Like,
mean, I'm with you. I'm with you, but the
and to see their previous tours wasn't cheap. So imagine putting them together, how much more it's gonna cost. Like, and I
right.
just seen them both in the same year.
And I would agree with you as well, because if Kendrick can sell out an arena on his own, why is he going to divide up the profit with a bunch of heavyweights that are going to want equal shares? You know what I mean? That Dre ain't going to go, I'll take 10%. You know, you know
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean? Like,
it's a great theory, but y'all would have had me if we didn't see everybody already do their independent shit. Like Cube's about to hit the road for his own independent shit, but with Rock Nation. So this is not a cheap run.
right.
Kendrick did a major run, in arenas, not a cheap run. Snoopy had a run, you know what I'm saying? The Dog Pound did a small run. Eminem did some pop-up dates, didn't he?
Yep. He was down at he had one of the largest concerts this year at the Formula One race in Austin, Texas. It broke
You know
numbers.
what I'm saying? So it's hard, bro. It's hard,
The hip hop fan in me really wants it to happen. You know what I mean? I'm
absolutely.
like, please, please. But the realist in my brain goes, just don't know I don't know how they can draw a crowd. You got to do some Woodstock type shit where you can get 400,000, 500,000 people in there, and for the numbers to be right, for these dudes to all be happy and walk away paid. You know what I mean? You got to do festivals where it's just them.
I think you just and and if it was gonna happen, why didn't it come off the back of Missionary?
Right,
Like
because that was a
that
Snoop
was
and Dre
Dr.
project.
Dre. Dre was making beats and rapping. Like if it was gonna happen like that, I feel like that would have been the perfect time right there. And you would have caught it before everybody did their own run. Like
Well, and the only thing I could say about that is they were letting everybody do the rollout. You know what I mean? We're going to Exhibit rolled out a new record. Kendrick rolled out a couple of records. Am dropped a new record. Snoop and Dre dropped a new record. I mean, it seemed like the industry was primed for this to happen. And we even discussed that. We agreed. Ice Cube dropped a couple records in the last months, whatever it's been. You know what I mean? Like everybody from the Exhibit dropped new music. He dropped a whole maker.
He's going on his run with Coyote.
Yep. And Mortal Techniques on there too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It just seems like the West Coast is back in a major way. It seemed like the West Coast was fizz and ready to pop with something huge like this again. But it seems like even though the fans want it, I just don't know how I don't know if we're gonna see it. Drop us a comment down below. Let us know what you think.
I think Snoopy should have did something, like maybe. I mean, I know the Dog Pound went out, but when Snoopy did Missionary, then he did the other one. What is it? It Is What It Is, or I forget what it's called, something like that. But he should have. Then the Dog Pound dropped We All We Got, and then motherfucking the East Siders dropped. Like they all should have went on the road together right there.
And he could even have brought Inhale for support. You know what I mean? Like, because not everybody was on Death Row originally. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say like Warren G.
Perfect.
Inhale,
Perfect.
Warren G. All that. Yeah. Bring the Twins out, the Lady of Rage. They could have did some shit.
Now you talking.
Yeah, but it didn't happen, bro. And now Daz just dropped his new shit, Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Back 3. Now he's beefing with Snoopy again. So fuck.
I'm thinking that this just means that they need 2 new A&Rs over at Death Row. They got Wilson and Big Ray West. We're coming through to do something new, baby.
Man, Death Row got a black cloud over it, man.
You wouldn't take that job?
I'm scared. I'm cool. I think the Death Row name needed to just be retired. I mean, it's great for fans, like the nostalgia to just see it, but to imagine it actually back up running and dominating things is like damn near impossible to me. I don't know. I think that name just gives a lot of people bad vibes, bro.
Give me a check, a bulletproof vest, and I'm on my way.
You shouldn't need that to go to work. That alone should tell you should not be working there. You feel me?
I want a hat that says press, though. So just, hey, don't shoot the white guy.
Man, not the cops.
Right. Or IRS. I don't work for the IRS either.
But yeah, we out this thing, man.
Yep. Appreciate y'all watching. This your boy, that motherfucking Steve for EmceeTV.
This your boy, Big Ray West, BIGG, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast. And they know.
Happy Sunday, y'all. Peace. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. We out.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jumps. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay, passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us, them moves ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, softer than a razor's touch. We hit that script and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.
Big ball.